I studied them. Have you and I've got friends that are brilliant and they study them, but it's only someone that I'm interested in. And I subliminally do it.
Who can you do?
Well, I lived with Steve Coogan for 7 months.
Not many people know that Steve, in actual fact, it's a slight stammer. Because the only reason he's got it because he's thinking his brain's faster than the way he speaks. But he says to me, "I heard you going through a divorce. It's fucking horrendous. It's one of the worst things anyone can go through. Look, mi casa su casa. It's quid pro quo. Be handy to have you around. You're a cool guy, and it'll be fun to have you around. So just stay with me. I'll just show you on the cars. I'll get you insured on the cars.
Yeah, it shows the cars.
But you're not getting insured on the Maserati. You need special insurance for that one, don't it? I mean, drive it fast if you want, not too fast. I drive. People don't like the way I drive. I don't drive like a fucking district nurse. I drive like a proper person who likes cars. So don't do that.
Wow,
that is amazing.
Yeah. But I could become. I mean, in the end, I could think like Steve Coogan.
Did you do it to him?
Yeah. So I said to him one day,
like that?
No, and I do it all day. I go.
So do you want a coffee? Or decaf? Or what are you doing? Yeah.
And Steve went to me one day. He goes to me,
Carrie goes, he just talks about something. The impression that you do of me is great. It's great. It's actually it's very good. You've got the nuances and the thing with the mouth, the stammer. It was brilliant. But can I ask you not to do it to me anymore? Because what's happening is I'm starting to do an impression of you, do an impression of me, and it's sending me slightly mad.
That's amazing.
I love
Steve. It's about the best impression I've ever heard of anyone doing of anyone.
I love Steve, and I've spent time with him. I've had an amazing time with him, like 10 hours with him or something like that. And then the end of the time, as I get home, I'm such a high because he's been so funny and interesting.
So funny.
And I realise he's not asked me a single question about me.
Yeah, well, the thing is that he is so knowledgeable on stuff. He's so knowledgeable. In fact, I got divorced recently, and I've got to say, like,
congratulations.
Thank you. He was so kind to me. And actually, in the eye of the storm, I don't know what I would have done without him. He really was. And he completely took me under his wing. He's a very kind person. And I'd been with my parents and whatever else. And, you get and friends and stuff. And they love you. So they get on your side more. And they give you,
But it's hard when people don't always know what to say.
Of course. But it's also becomes biased if it's family and friends and whatever. And they love you. And Steve just said to me the best bit of advice I've ever been given. He went, I said, listen, Steve, I need to talk to you. He went, I remember he had a King Charles I book on his chest like that. He went, do you want my advice? And I went, well, I just thought as we're mates and we live together, I thought, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you some advice. All right, okay. You've got to rewrite the script of your life. Just rewrite it. Fuck it off. The old script doesn't work. It's fucked. Throw it in the bin. The fucking B plots all over the place. It's fucked. You start again. And what you do is you just rewrite the story of your life with you as the main protagonist. Your children as a strong supporting cast. And your wife, ex-wife, as a much smaller role. And it was the best advice.
It is good advice.
I've been given. It was Rain Man divorce advice, but it was absolutely spot on and exactly what I needed. And he never got deep. So like I'd wake up and I'd be like, I've just had a letter from the courts, and he'd go, do you want to go for a walk? Should we go for a hike? Should we go for a bike? Let's go for a 50-mile bike ride up Ditchling Beacon. Like he just didn't want to go there, and it was perfect. Perfect person, and he really looked after me, and I don't think he'll ever know like how grateful I am.
So
for that.
you should play Steve Coogan.
I think this is going to be
Steve Coogan's life.
This is becoming a multi-character vehicle for you.
You could play all the characters in your life story.
How did people respond to you? I'm asking because...
Well, as